everyone, I'm Shagun Agarwal, and in this video I'm going to show you how multitasking is not a good thing for our productivity levels. We live in extremely busy environments. There is always so much to do, and yet that needs to be completed in a limited 24 hours. And that makes us inclined towards the concept of task switching. Switching from one task to another simultaneously in a very fast manner that makes us feel that we're getting more than one task done in a single unit of time. The surprising thing is that there is no such thing as doing more than one task in one unit of time. So then what is multitasking all about? Multitasking is a simultaneous execution of more than one task. But that doesn't mean that more than one task is being executed in a single unit of time. In reality, it is not multitasking that we are doing. We are doing task switching. So when someone tells you they are good at multitasking, they are actually good at task switching. Switching from one task to another in a very fast fashion that makes you feel like that you are executing multiple tasks at the same time. But that's not true. Let me explain with an example. Suppose if I'm writing an article while also talking to a friend of mine for 1 minute, then that 1 minute is divided between different chunks of a few seconds each, and couple of seconds I'm giving to writing, couple of seconds I'm giving to talking on the phone. But that doesn't mean that a small chunk of time is being used to do both the tasks. I'm not doing writing and talking at the same time. I'm putting my attention on one of the tasks in a small chunk of time and then switching to another. Switching back and forth in a very short span of time. Here I'm switching between the task at a fast pace. Even that 1 second gets divided into multiple fraction of seconds and then gets allocated to either of the tasks. Most important thing to understand over here is that our brain is not designed to multitask. Our brain is not designed to do this continuous switch between the different tasks. Shutting down and restarting every time, and this switch is extremely inefficient and exhaustive. Our brain, while task switching, utilizes oxygenated glucose, depleting the same fuel that is required by us to focus on any particular activity. Research says that it takes about 23 minutes to bring back our complete focus onto a task. So imagine if we are switching from one task to another at a very fast pace. Our brain is coming back to a task but not at an efficient level. The focus is absolutely not there. Multitasking also affects the IQ of a person. A study conducted by the University of London discovered that participants who multitasked while performing cognitive activities had an IQ score drop similar to those who stayed up all night. So let's further see how multitasking, or rather task switching, is detrimental in terms of productivity level. Research says that our productivity while task switching goes down by a massive number, 40%. And that is because our brain is not designed to task switch. It is because of this reason that we find billboards on the road which says do not be on your phone while you're driving, because we are capable of paying attention to only one task at a time. That can either be driving or being on the phone. Whenever we are switching between driving and talking on the phone, our distraction level goes up by a massive number, and that makes our brain feel exhausted. The statistic says that being on the phone while driving increases the probability of an accident by 400%. While Hal Pasher, a professor of psychology at UC San Diego, says that if you're doing something that doesn't require constant attention, such as putting your clothes in the laundry, or waiting for the machine to beep, or waiting for your vegetables to get boiled, then doing task switching or multitasking can help you achieve more in less time. When there is any task that is repetitive in nature, that you know in and out about, that you have been doing on an everyday basis, then maybe we can task switch. But something which requires attention, which requires focus, then that is where our energy and our productivity level starts depleting, because we cannot be focusing on two things at the same same time. We might feel that when we are multitasking or task switching, we're getting more done in less time. But the opposite is true. We're actually taking more time in total to complete both the tasks. If I'm writing and if I'm on the phone, collectively I'm taking more time to get both the tasks done, and the quality of the work will also not be the same. Well, there are many adverse consequences that we can face, our body faces when we are task switching. Let's take a look at those. When we force our minds to switch a lot, it actually damages our brain capabilities. An assignment that is being done while texting will take 2 to 3 times more and will not turn out well. You will make more mistakes that way. Peter Bregman wrote about his experience with multitasking in the Harvard Business Review. While sitting in a conference call, Bregman decided to not waste any time and use that time to email a client. He sent the client an email, and guess what? He forgot to attach the file. He sent another email with an apology and with the proper attachment. And then he had to send a third email explaining why that attachment was the wrong one and apologize while offering the correct attachment. It was at this time when he realized that the conference call attendees were waiting for him to answer a question. You think that you are being awesome by doing more than 2 things at the same time, but no, that is making you look bad in front of others. So here what happened with this person was that he didn't even attend the call properly and he didn't even send the email properly. The email was sent with the wrong attachment. He had to send 3 emails to finally send the correct email. And at the same time, the attendees over the call were waiting for him to answer a question. So he couldn't perform properly or efficiently at both the places. So if someone comes to you and says that they are really good at multitasking, first explain them that it's not multitasking, it is actually task switching. It is the switching between more than one task in a small chunk of time, where that small chunk of time is divided between smaller chunks of time and you're allocating those chunks of time to different tasks. But that doesn't mean that 1 unit of time is going towards both the tasks. 1 unit of time is going towards one task itself. So take a chunk of time, be it 30, 40, 50 or 60 minutes, and do just one task. Concentrate on that one task and give your complete focus to it. That will not only reduce mistakes, give you less stress, but also make you more productive. And being productive is something that we all want to achieve today because we are so busy. There is always something or the other to do, and we want to be more efficient. We want to get more done in less time so we can have more free time. We can have more time for our own self. We can have more space for ourselves. We are getting our work done in less time. So if someone tells you that multitasking is good and they are very good at it, explain them it is not multitasking, it is task switching. We are dividing that particular chunk of time into different time units and allocating 1 unit to one task and then another unit to another task. And we are switching so fast that it's making us realize that we are multitasking, that we are doing both the things at the same time, which is absolutely not true. And this is hampering the progress of our brain, making us more inefficient and unproductive. I hope you find the contents of this video useful, and if you did, please do hit like, share, subscribe and comment upon the video, comment upon your productive journey. Please do share your experience as to what productivity hacks or tips you are following in daily life so other users can also benefit from it. Thank you.